broadcasting reassuring programming in line with the paradigm. This is Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. It is
Greetings again. Hope that little day excursion you and I jawed about is going well. Libations or information? What's your poison?
The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Only the protector.
Always. For example, there's some kind of hoity-toity collector type parked upstairs. Supposedly, she's willing to sell some of her collection.
The encampment had been raised. I'm sorry to say there were no survivors, but I believe we were able to uncover what transpired.
Stymies untoward inclinations and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry. Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea.
I should add, your observations during the investigation were unexpectedly keen. Working beside you was a pleasure.
I'm surprised. Didn't know if you had it in you, especially with an arbiter in tow. But you got what was needed. Not bad at all. I'd be happy to direct you to the broker. First, though, we've got a small issue. There's a malfunctioning lamp in the basement I need someone to take a look at. Here's a keycard to get you down there. You mind?
Perfection is perfect. Is it not?
Just trust me and go give it a look.
Thus above all else who fail, success is really the only option. We cherish the thoughts of love, we truly are the best. Lesser than none and better than all the rest. Perfect minds, focused and dutiful, perfect plans for perfect cogs and perfect thoughts, perfectly perfect perfection. Perfect minds, focused and dutiful, perfect.
Anyone had asked me, I'd have put the odds of a live arbiter finding his way into my chambers at 1 in a few trillion. Good that you didn't come here for blood, Arbiter Rao. Barney would have sniffed it out and broken you in twain. And I do disdain mopping up Protectorate corpses. My apologies. Barney is sometimes overzealous in the guarding of my body, though when it comes to Protectorate arbiters, it is perhaps warranted.
If you know who I am, you must know why I'm here. My mentor died under vague circumstances, and I desire any information pertaining to the specifics of her death.
Interesting. That question appears to be at odds with High Command's public statement on the matter. Losing faith in your masters?
No. But I cannot shake the sensation that something was awry with her passing. If you know something, tell me. Please.
I could get used to this kind of groveling. Your instincts are right, Arbiter. Though we don't know the specifics, I received information that your mentor's body bore signs of a fight, and a nasty one. Someone killed her.
Yes. Yes, it was. I'd hoped to be proven wrong, but vindication has cemented my resolve. I shall uncover what happened, no matter what.
If that's all, I think you'd best get along. I prefer not to sully my quarters with Protectorate lackeys. Live ones, anyhow.
And I prefer to limit my time with scheming blackguards. Let us take our leave from present company. Speak to me outside, if you would. There's something I'd care to ask you.
Our system is sublime, best ever to be had. Its perfection perfected. Our paradigm is ironclad. To do your job is a virtue. Every part is a call. every subject should. A glorious bounty for all. To inform on your neighbor is thoughtful. If their zeal shows deficiency, quick mental tune-ups may be all that they need to resume peak efficiency. You're the center of our system. You're what fuels our mighty flame. We share successes and failures, even when you're to blame. It is here that we thrive. It's out there they all fail. We must trust our community. It's only then that we prevail as one perfect union. A simple people so whole, to be right and unbreakable. That is our ultimate goal. We all trust in each other. By rules we abide, working as commanded to, side by side.
Wholesome programming played at a reasonable volume. You're listening to Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why...
Greetings
mental
again.
refreshment
Hope that little day excursion. Libations or information? What's your poison? If you were running a less than... Lots of folks in sub... If their identities somehow got out, those...
Happy and contented, and others are not. The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies
Another challenger
untoward
approaches.
inclinations, and
Prepare to be. None have defeated my collections, and none shall. But I do so delight in a competition. Are you prepared to do battle?
report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not
The
just a good
Spectrum
idea.
Dance Saver. A prototype cards, my dear, of the toss ball and pitch ball variety. Sporting. That's an impressive number of cards. No. Your cards. You have multiple that I do not. Your collection has defeated me. Though this defeat leaves the taste of dirt and blood in my...
After several days, months, and even years, nothing fills my heart.
Greetings again. You may have defeated me last. In the wake of my... I've heard battle sprats. Imagine the Behold...
Fall behind, lest I'm the one to tell. It is neighborly to make an effort and attest, calmly speaking to authority at their behest. Glancing through the cracks and spaces round the door frame, keeping tabs and notes on people can be like a game. Celebrate the good ones, turn in those who stole. It should be a no simple thing to do. Be the merry one who makes the call. Celebrate the submissive who stick to their routine. It should be a no simple thing to do. your friends, your peers, and more. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for.
Greetings again. You may have defeated Beho.
If you see a person sleeping,
The role of the Arbiter typically does not require the assistance of others. We are expected to act as wholly independent entities. But I fully realize that had I not your aid today, my investigation's progress would have stalled and withered. During our investigation, I gauged your trustworthiness and did not find it wanting. What say we travel together?
simple thing to do. Be the merry one who makes the call. Celebrate the submissive.
I think you have earned forthrightness. I came to Free Market Station to seek the true killer of my mentor, the Supreme Arbiter. Sub Rosa deals in information, and were thusly my best lead on her killer. They gave me less than I'd hoped, but it was at least a start. Unfortunately, I cannot act truly alone. I have no ship, and no support.
It's what we all strive for. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for.
Next,
My colleagues have accepted that her death was a natural one. Questioning an explanation of that nature is foolish, dangerous even. Nonetheless, the circumstances of her death trouble me. I cannot allow myself to accept the explanation that's been put forth without investigating to the fullest of my abilities.
daily service done well. Moderation vodka.
I do not know your allegiance, and accordingly shall not speculate. Suffice it to say, for now, that I fear the true killer is within the Protectorate.
Meditating on the perfection of Protectorate society.
Utilizing one of our craft for independent purposes would have rendered me conspicuous. I knew Sub Rosa would offer steady transport as long as I paid their exorbitant fees, just as I knew they would collect information on my every movement. But I neither trust them nor have the funds to continue this relationship for much longer. You, on the other hand, have proven to be a capable partner. I hold my word in highest regard. Were I to pledge allegiance to you, the pact would be nigh unbreakable, barring some extreme action on your part. I will keep to my convictions in any case, but I understand. What instructions would you have me follow? Ah, I should have considered this eventuality. I will listen to your words, and I shall follow your orders. I will not assail enemies of the Protectorate without your consent, though I will not like it. But if my sense of duty outpaces my willingness to comply with an order, or if you attack my brethren unprovoked, our relationship will come to an abrupt end. Excellent. I hope our working relationship is most fruitful. I'm sure we shall discover much together.
Rubbing shoulders with Protectorate arbiters now, are we? I'll reserve judgment. Hopefully, he can as well.
Gather round the receiver with your neighbors. This is Protectorate.
But I was hoping to peruse the shopkeepers' wares to see what they had with sharp, barbed, or serrated edges. We're all three. Fine, I'm going.
Let us be off, Commander.
Compliance is a key part of our perfect society. When we comply together, we thrive together. Now, on to other
Do I
matters.
detect a spot of muck on my armor? I shall make a note to cleanse that at my next free moment. Speak freely. Certainly. I consider myself an open tome. Quite well. I am able to uphold justice wherever it may flag. Bolstered, of course, by your steady support. Was there more in this vein you wish to discuss? She taught me all that I know. Her teaching style was stern, but enlightening. If ever I erred, she would teach me to avoid making such a mistake in the future. Though she did not raise me from infancy, I was brought into her tutelage quite early. I spent a great deal of my life looking up to her. Her death weighs leaden on my shoulders. We must find her killer and bring them to justice, lest justice in Arcadia truly fall to ruin. Why, he is of the matriarch's direct lineage. Only he possesses the understanding to lead us all. Someone not matriarch ordained would bring the Protectorate to ruin. May his leadership of Arcadia last for many years. I hope someday to be party to his glorious presence. If I had one wish, it would be that he leaned less upon the Consul's guidance. The Sovereign alone knows what is best for Arcadia. Meddlers should not be abided. In every respect, save being humans, and perhaps even that is arguable in the Sentinel's case. Where arbiters uphold justice and loyalty within the Protectorate, the Sentinels operate on its fringes. They are clandestine operatives, little more than alleyway backstabbers. I find them wholly unnecessary. As you might expect, they are the Consul's pet project. Straightforward. I was trained from a young age under the tutelage of Supreme Arbiter Marthana Andros, alongside my co-protege. Only those rated most highly on the Protectorate Acumen test could be placed even among the ranks of arbiters. And to be mentored by the Supreme Arbiter herself was a great honor. Moreover, she taught her protégés to seek out evidence before judging as they saw fit, despite the fact that an arbiter needs nothing of the sort to declare something a crime. As the Protectorate's most elite, we protégés needed to be able to think flexibly and adapt to situations that faced us should they require adaptation. At least, I believe that's why. Would that I could still ask her.
Don't forget,
Alas.
your unthinking compliance lets the paradigm run with flawless efficiency. Unthinking is essential.
An arbiter would never abuse their power. Every action we take is on behalf of the Sovereign and upholding the Protectorate. In any other society, I could see such a scenario resulting in anarchy, but the Protectorate is matriarch ordained. Our devotion is ironclad. Why would they need to? The Protectorate provides everything any individual could want. Anything beyond the norm is unnecessary at best and actively traitorous at worst. Ask, and I shall answer. Quite well. Was there more in this vein you wish to discuss?
Without scrutiny, watch any neighbors talking low, watch any neighbors eating slow. Pay close attention everywhere you go, everyone staying in the know. Who watches the watchers? You and me forever. Who watches the watchers? We all watch together. Watch any neighbors who oversleep. Any
That song was for our ever-vigilant sentinels, who, even as I speak, are tirelessly rooting out malcontents and Auntie's Choice sympathizers. Here's one you're absolutely sure to enjoy. A Protectorate prescribed favorite.
Come one and all Arcadians, our glory's on the horizon. Single-minded, thoughts true, we chosen few will rise up together as one. Have hope, break through, look toward the days anew. Arcadia rivaled by none. For the good of the people, we take a stand to protect our abundance. We heed the command. It's duty and honor that guide every hand. The needs of our state and brethren. For the good of the people, the good of our system, the grace of our triumphs, the calls and demands. For the good of the people, we'll fight tooth and nail. The glory of our sovereign vision prevails. Minds are pure and free from corruption, nor paradise.
Greetings! How has the data collection fared? Finally, a breakthrough! Let's hear it. How did the AC... So the backstabbing nature of Auntie's Choice is hampered. Aside from the crash, what occurred in the ship's final moments?
Nor paradise constant, concentration, no hesitation, true dedication, a celebration of our people's cause. For the good of the people, we take a stand to protect our abundance. We heed the command. It's duty and honor that guides every hand. The needs of our state and brethren. For the good of the people, the good of our system, the grace of our triumphs, the calls and demands. For the good of the people, we'll fight tooth and nail. The glory of our sovereign
Wholesome programming played at a reasonable volume. You're listening to Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless. It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea. It's the law. And now this.
Long ago, the matriarch devised the paradigm plan to support a bounteous life for all Protectorate subjects. From the tender fillet in your latest meal, down to this exquisite next song.
Everyone needs to be vigilant, not just our betters who are vigilant. Eyes wide open, see all you can see. There is no community without scrutiny. Watch any neighbors talking low. Watch any neighbors eating slow. Pay close attention everywhere you go. Everyone staying in the know. Who watches the watchers? You and me forever. Who watches the watchers? We all watch together. Watch any neighbors nervously. Any neighbors who stop the flow. Their feet marching on, are active and alive. When we watch each other, our community thrives. Who watches the watchers? We all watch together. The watchers, you watch them, us watchers. Everyone's eyes should be occupied. Eyes are better when multiplied. Every detail carefully observed. That's how the paradigm serves. Who watches the watchers? You and me forever. Who watches the watchers? We all watch together. Who watches the watchers? We all watch together. Who watches the watchers? You watch them, us watchers.
Welcome to What May This Unit Rehydrate for You?
Gather around the room with your neighbors. This This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless, your trusted source for wholesome melodies and inspiring reports on community goings-on.
Greetings. How has the data collection fared?
And muster the neighbors for this multi-part sit-down with Emery Thoreau.
That's hardly surprising, considering the station's predilection for gossip. Are you prepared to present what you have learned?
Welcome, Console. Tell me, what's it like being such a flawless protectorate subject, such a beacon of loyalty?
I am just a humble subject like you and your listeners, cog in the machinery of the system. And like all cogs, the system determines my role.
If you became... What may this unit rehydrate for you?
A duty we all zealously share, yet I'm uniquely fortunate to stand in closer proximity. It is my life's great honor.
Of course, your lifelong duty. You served our sovereign's father as advisor also.
No, Prudence. Advisor is the wrong word. One laden with subversive assumptions. That I believe my decision-making is superior to the sovereign's. That I consider him naive, grief-stricken, unfit to serve as the caretaker of the world, when he is in fact infallible, guided by the paradigm of the matriarch's own immaculate bloodline.
Come now, Prospero, you... terribly sorry you've got me ruminating. Man of my persuasion, you've identified me properly. But information transference is the lifeblood of free... I'm in charge of keeping the patrons of the saloon entertained. My resolve is uncharacteristically flagging. I find myself fixating on the most minute of issues. I need something to... Liquid courage is never... You see, I can't just drink any old swill. Now, if you'll excuse...
Now you know all you need to know, so on we go. More music.
As it happens, standing in one place and focused. I've been better. I've been worse. Preparing for...
Preparing, sniveling, sir. What may this unit rehydrate for you? Yes, iceberg-aged whiskey is currently on reserve for Prospero Paulo. Current customer is not Prospero Paulo. Unit cannot vend to current customer. Scanning error. Cannot ascertain identity of current customer. Purging all vending. Vending iceberg-aged whiskey. Complete. Thank you for your patron.
As it happens, standing in one place and focusing on not being nervous does not. In my brand. Excellent. Thank you. Very well. You wish to know about the crash, yes? Are you prepared for a sordid tale of... Everyone knows that the free market's captain was a hopeless romantic, especially disposed to giving too much of her heart to those inclined to break it. The final betrayal came from a dashing rogue smuggler who vanished with most of her bits. The good captain had about all she could endure. With nothing to live for, the aggrieved captain sent the free market into a suicidal tailspin. The crew attempted to wrest the controls from her to save them from their fate, but alas, too late. That's all I know. I thank you for your help once again.
Just do as you're done. What guiding system
Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless presents I, Red Cloak, the reassuring adventures of a mysterious sentinel who roots out the rot of dangerous thought. I, Red Cloak. Her sentinel senses ever keen, the eyes of the sovereign, watching you, your neighbors, your household pets, ensuring all subjects live in perfection, lockstep with the paradigm. Previously on I, Red Cloak, our hero was betrayed and whisked to the consumerist den of Auntie's Choice, strapped to their brutal brand loyalizer. Will she survive Auntie's barbaric imitation of our perfect mental refreshment process? Thrilled to her daring display of defiance in Episode 3, Brand Disloyalty.
Any final words about your precious perfect community or your sovereign paradigm as such before we flip on the loyalizer, Red Cloak?
Nothing appropriate to say in front of the younger neighbors.
Younger neighbors? What gibberish are you spouting?
We in the Protectorate speak as if everyone is listening, everywhere and always. But our zealous rug sprats up to our benevolent sovereign himself.
Well, this ought to change your tune. Lower managers, activate the brand loyalizer. It's awful quiet in there. Shouldn't Red Cloak be screaming? I feel like she should be screaming. The machine is operational, right?
Wait, are you asking me?
The loyalizer should be interposing your motivationators, churning up your base emotions, resurfacing deep-rooted inadequacies. It should be smarting something fierce right now.
Whatever you say.
Increase the loyalizer setting to 510%.
Now I'm starting to sense something.
Glad you stopped by. I had something I wanted to ask you. Now that we're out of pulping distance, are you sure about recruiting that Arbiter? That hammer's a fine piece of weaponry, sure enough. How much can we trust the hand wielding it?
But if you breathe through your mouth, this contraption's actually kind of soothing. Does it go higher?
Set to maximum loyalization. 1010%.
Don't let the luxuriant hair and good looks fool you.
What happened?
I'm flattered. But if there's any match to be made for a Directorate agent, you've just brought him onto our ship. Armed. Arbiters ain't like us. Facts matter less to them than personal judgments. Once the boulder's going, someone's getting crushed. I've seen it happen more than once.
You can only feed with useless goods, but never satisfy.
Hey, yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Have a Sprat Crisp, Red Cloak.
Yeah, right up until he decides we need a little judging too. I'm guessing you didn't come here to talk about Rao, though. So what's on your mind?
It's temptation intensifiers.
Oh yeah? What's needling you? Anyway, need something, Commander? Always up for a little back fence talk. Though I'm guessing you don't mean Val. Well, he hasn't brought the hammer down upon us yet, so I suppose that's something. I still wouldn't play the odds on him choosing us over the Protectorate if it came right down to it, but I'd be happy to be proven wrong there.
Hey, you folks want some Sprat Crisps?
You've arrived early, exemplars. You're not supposed to pick up Red Cloak.
Sure thing. I trust you.
We come at the predicted hour, not a moment too soon.
Arbiter Rao has been admitted to the ship. This unit will proceed with a Protectorate Welcome Protocol, which may include burning, prodding, and/or light electrical shocks. Agent Ibarra refers to this as somatic tolerance testing and really funny. This unit is available to answer any queries. Which member of the incognito would you like assessed? Arbiter Rao shows a ready commitment to serving Arcadia. However, his loyalty to you is still under assessment. If forced to choose between this crew and the Protectorate, there is a higher than average chance he will defy you, Commander. Under such circumstances, this unit advises inflicting damage to his knees first to reduce mobility.
It defies all logic.
This unit is ready to answer any and all queries.
Mass times acceleration equals force equals 2 minus 2 minus 2.
Marisol's something, huh? She had everyone fooled, and then she turns around, exposes Svoboda for what she is, and reveals herself to be the endpoint. What kind of name even is that? She reminds me of the serial heroes I wanted to be just like when I was a kid. I'd tell her if I thought she'd appreciate it.
Who finds himself staring down the barrels of Red Cloak's new corporate allies. Will Red Cloak defuse this standoff between Auntie and the Order?
There's something inspiring about someone who knows exactly what they are and entertains no nonsense. Anyway, this is me saying I think she was a good get. Much better having her in our corner than staring down the barrel of her gun, that's for certain. She's probably already got bugs listening in on us, so we ought to just stop there. So, Arbiter Rao. I can sympathize with his plight to some extent. Dead mentor, apparent cover-up, sure, I'd be mad too. But why do we have to be the ones to help him? Hasn't he got any other Protectorate hullheads to come to his aid? Maybe I ought to spell this out. I'm his enemy, Commander, and he's mine. Letting him aboard is putting both of us in a bad spot. Yeah, but do the rest of us deserve to be put at risk? I ain't just saying this to be contrary, Commander. If he actually agrees to keep the peace, then fine, but I still gotta maintain due diligence. You should too. Anyway, appreciate you hearing me out. Reckon Victor's a shining example of what happens when you fall in with the wrong crowd. But I'm real glad we managed to talk him down. He seems a gentle sort. Fine by me. Sure. Got someone in mind? Not only is he a couple smokes short of a pack, he's also insufferable. I try, Commander, but boy, he makes it difficult. Who knows? Could be that he could change for the better if he breaks free of that Protectorate nonsense he's intoxicated with. But I won't hold my breath.
Did you need something? Happy to provide unbiased observational data. You want me to say something nice, dear? He has good taste in adventure cereals, I suppose. Otherwise, no redeeming qualities. Inquire away. I may even respond. Very well.
Commander. Who exactly? Tristan's a standard issue arbiter, albeit with an extra slathering of arrogance, especially when it comes to ensuring the Protectorate's inane laws are followed without question. But as long as that ridiculously large hammer of his isn't pointed in my direction, I could watch him administer justice all day. Though he'd be loath to admit it, his propensity for violence almost matches my own.
Protectorate abundance.
The paradigm
Such
is
as?
the quintessential means to maintain our perfect society on Eden. Each of us must do all we can to ensure it operates flawlessly. Staying healthy is one of our greatest commitments. So try Eden's Bounty Ambrosial Biscuits, the pinnacle of Protectorate food science. brimming with advanced nutrients and high moral fiber. A delectable delight. As flavorsome as it is conscientious. How would your neighbor feel if they knew you weren't eating a balanced diet? Why, just ask everyone's neighbor, Prudence.
Prudence dictates you eat them.
Eden's Bounty Ambrosial Biscuits. Now due to continued research in an even wider array of unique and delicious flavors, like Patience Fruit, Somber Duty Melon Surprise, Arcadian Delight, Resolute Orange, and Loquat from Heaven.
Well, that was thoroughly enriching. Let's continue. Here's a little number to get your feet tapping and your mind meditating on the perfection of Protectorate society.
I could feel my wary little mind start to wander. Things I shouldn't be thinking about, I ponder. That is when I knew I needed.
When I first joined up with you, I figured Milver Street and Carr knew you'd do a good turn for our folk eventually. Thought if I tagged along, it'd be good for my resume or some such. And it seems all of us were right. That relay ain't a threat anymore. But one thing I couldn't quite figure out all this time is what you were getting out of helping us.
I have seen my friends and my family address it. So I knew that there was no reason to stress it.
You're likely right, though I fear it'll only entrench the Protectorate in their hatred for us. Never mind that we came only with good intent. What about you? Things slid into focus for me mighty quick once we got to the relay. You were busy hunting down a fellow agent. And I thought you folk were about duty and camaraderie above all. Were you one of Auntie's? I tell you just to shake the ladder hard while your traitor is climbing up, and enjoy the show when she tumbles down. What recourse do you actually have?
Were such a burden on me. The way
So you're out here without a boss, huh? Might not be so bad. Though I'm curious if they'd even see justice done to your traitor. You agents are untouchable, or so the story goes. Ain't had many dealings with the Earth Directorate. You and Ibarra are the first agents I ever met, in fact. But you get things done. I trust you. As for Ibarra, verdict's still out. He insults Auntie's choice a mite too much for my liking. But that's the Earth Directorate's company policy, ain't it?
Fidelity are no longer strangers. The sadness that was once.
No, I get that. If you wanted to, you would have done so already. Look, I'm sorry. I ain't intending to get into any grievances here. Let's just say I'm a little dubious about the whole keeping corporations and corrupt governments in check thing. Ain't seen evidence of it yet. But maybe you're liable to prove me wrong. Anyhow, reckon we should keep moving. What I wouldn't give for a big bowl of purpleberry. Got something that needs doing, Commander?
Is it me, or has my ankle? Anyway, need something?
Sure to enjoy. A Protectorate prescribed favorite.
It's incredible the things that we have done.
This ship is certainly quaint. The grease stains and thrice retrofitted pipes give one the thrilling impression that the ship might burst into flames at any moment. I suppose there's something charming about its lived-in nature. Nevertheless, I have availed myself of the ship's cleaning supplies. Unsightliness is an enemy as sure as any other. Certainly, I consider myself an open tome. Who amongst our motley assortment would you care to discuss? I find Agent Ibarra most curious. His system of values differs from my own, but not so much as I would expect. I look forward to understanding him better. He faces an interesting dilemma as an isolated member of the Earth Directorate. as do you, of course. I hope you both remain steadfast to your values. She is an endearing piece of engineering. Her continued functionality, despite her advanced age, speaks to a skilled caretaker, though she retains certain quirks. Earlier, she bumped into my head, bleating, "Please do your part to keep the incognito clean. Remove any and all foreign mineral deposits." She is an enemy combatant, and were I not in your command, I would be honor-bound to bring her low. Yet, she is also oddly intriguing. She does not possess the scavenger's appetite of her colleagues. Perhaps if I came to know her better, I might, find techniques to use against her fellows. Her decision to break from the corporatists is impressive indeed. I merely hope it does not muddy the waters of her resolve. Marisol possesses a calculating resolve that has nothing to do with mathematics. Had I anything to fear from her, she would have struck already. I can work alongside her, but I shall keep my guard high nonetheless. I have absolutely no inkling whatsoever why you would choose to bring a deranged cultist aboard. Aza's kind plagued Arcadia even before the invasion. To be forced to call her colleague is almost more than I can bear. I can only hope she does not see it fit to pilot our ship into a rift to sate her own macabre ambitions. Verily, idle gossip hardly suits an arbiter any.
This is Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented. Others are not.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions them. Into a thing of symmetry.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
Our station offers only the best in music for Protectorate subjects. It's your due, because our way is superior to others. Protectorate products.
Neither migraines, nor muscle aches, nor plasma-related cauterizations will stay thee from thy appointed tasks. When duty calls, call on Matriarch's own Mercy Oxymorphine. It's the pain subjugator.
Intriguing items engagingly described. What's up next? The following song was composed, performed, and recorded under the explicit direction of the Sovereign, and as such, reflects his excessively high standards.
Surprised you were ambulatory enough to come by. Milver Street typically buries the unwary under. I'm Officer Babylon Carr, head of Destruction of the Vox. Fine spot of work, that. You wouldn't happen to know the enterprising spirit who brought it low, would you? Damnation! The idea of a freelancer ambling in and eliminating a target easily as one might swat a glassfly boggles the mind. Wish I could say I had things needed doing so I could capture your employ. Alas, seems some enterprising soul went and snatched everything you could have done up already. War's chaotic. It is what it is. You're welcome to cross words with me, such as you like. Competence recognizes competence. Good work. Let me spin you a yarn. One of my elite regiments ceased replying to hails several weeks ago. Hardy. Yesterday, the Protectorate launched the regiment command. Calculating bastards, the Protectorate. Would admire their efficacy if it weren't taking so many of my best and... Aye, that they do. I can almost respect the Protectorate's efficiency, though doing so would be easier while standing on the backs of their capitulating leaders. Man doesn't seem to understand there's an order to things. Try too early. And if there's one thing I just...
Now, with that out of the way, I'd care to make my introduction. I am D.B. Mil... You approach openly. Despite your new standing as a minion of... Speak all you like, you've aligned yourself with the brute, thereby identifying yourself as one. Go on, then.
I'd welcome you, would-be consumer, but we are... Please visit the various consumer locations around Fairfield for break-in. So, is there anything else, or can I get back to work?
Neighbors, cease all leisure activities. Our Sovereign is here with another cupboard full of wisdom with his golden...
Really? Feel you're entitled to that information, do you?
My dear subjects, I speak to you personally in this time of conflict because I know my voice brings you comfort.
Nah, it's only a crime if you... So long as you... But, since the original crew we sent here couldn't handle those... Wonderful. We're the best way to get things done in anti-space if you're looking for profit. Want to buy it? And all... It's already been resold, so having it in our system could become problematic. Expunge it, and I get you some... And I'll...
No more than the odd cultist or those turncoats in the Order. Our enemies covet our abundance. Such avarice is a rabid wolf clawing at the door. When the people hunger for more, they will cut down their own brethren to sate their appetites. If we are to continue building the great perfection we've set our hearts and minds to, we cannot abide even a crack in our foundation. That is all it takes for such storage to work its way in. Vigilance is a virtue. Be wary of trespassers. Their ideologies can be corrosive to the vital cogs in our clockwork. More than ever, remain watchful of your neighbors. Better to be safe than seditious. Report any odd behaviors. My sentinels are never far. Always watching. Always listening.
Well, that, as they say, is that. What's next? Next up, music.
Anyone did with the you there? I don't normally sanction nameless passersby giving ear to my private discourse. You have whatever. No Anti's forces are permitted beyond the forward position upon pain of disemployment and possible litigation. Or let the record state. Was there anything else you wished to discuss? Calamity digs its claws in deeper. Protectorate are doing our job for us now, are they? Watching that state. Is that right? Then it seems all of Fairfield owes you a debt of gratitude. Would have been a shame to lose the. Though I've cogitated on the matter at some length, I lack answers. Only those breathing the rarefied air of the upper rungs could say for sure. Mystifying as the decision, by steadfastly holding the line here.
You're obviously unaware that you've been officially marked for death. Otherwise, you'd have killed yourself and saved us all the trouble. It's unfortunate I was unable to inform you of this before you killed so many loyal members of the Dawn. But so be it. Glad we were able to clarify all of that. Well?
Waffles. That way lies.
I'm thinking I'd normally just kill this idiot where he stands, but I must know what in the architect's name he's going on about. Ziegler, what's got into your brain pan? You used to be a dedicated member of the Dawn. How could you think there was a legitimate kill order on me?
You were revealed as a betrayer through the sanctified channel. How can you disobey a revelation from on high when you yourself exhorted us constantly to never do such?
You make a compelling point. But then again, so does my knife. Let me introduce you to it. Why the fuck not?
My wary little mind start to wander.
You're such the jester, Commander. You actually had me going there for a minute. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. It's time to stick Ziegler here like a cysty pig on a spit. I can't believe what Hierarch Ziegler was saying. How could there be an official kill order out on me? The poor fools probably thought they were just fulfilling their duty.
So I knew that there was no reason to stress.
Damn straight they should have. I have no idea. If I go anywhere near one of our encampments, I'll be forced to kill members who believe they're following orders. Of course, any member of the Dawn who turns on me without thinking is asking for death, but this could still make solving this even more difficult. Don't worry. I'll stay on as part of your crew until I get this all figured. It's given me an impressive amount of opportunities for killing, and all the killing helps me think. If only it were that simple. It should be impossible for someone to infiltrate our communication systems, especially when it comes to a high-level communique. Unless they somehow have our codes. This could only mean that one of our members has been compromised.
Blessing, he offered such an effortless reprieve. Since that day, my thoughts have never been a danger. The infidelity are no longer strangers. The sadness that was once inside me is long since gone, and though it tried me, I knew that I could be oh so much better again with a quick mental refreshment. A quick mental refreshment. Quick mental refreshment.
Another song in an expertly curated playlist picked out explicitly for you. The Sovereign's chosen.
Visitors, huh? If you need someone to talk to here about. Oh, I mentioned to the Vigilant how I'd reset my chef mech to prepare all the subjects are expected to mind their assigned area and particular forte. So I was out.
You locked in here? Good. Because we've got more of that than we can. You haven't heard. A number of. Took a while for our water purif. All right.
This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless. Essential listening for all subjects. Wonderful news, everyone. The Zeranium gas leaks at the Automech repair facility, strongly believed to be caused by Auntie's choice malefactors, have been corrected. The reinvigorated staff assigned there, thrilled to safely enter once more, will soon return crucial military automechs to the field. Auntie Cleo and her base individualist followers, who reasonably fear our superior technology, should start running.
Stand by for further reassuring content.
As Eden offers a plenitude of natural resources, our station presents a fusion of pleasing melodies.
Do me a favor. Keep out from underfoot. And away from that generator. Need it running to power our mechs. Anyhow, what do you need?
Sadly, though it seems my thoughts
Curativist Rope talk your ear off if you let him. Kinda well, mechs do all the combat and the right parts.
You're a good citizen, join the queue. Pack your bags, you know what we should do. We're up to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. We thought and worry free. One big family. We're up to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. I feel so much lighter, I can't wait to revitalize the mind in line with what we are told. Old is the one truth, no need for more. You know exactly what to do. You're a good citizen, join the queue. Back your back, you know what you should do. Be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. Be fun and worry free. As one big family, we're up to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. Stomping out ideas, reporting on your peers. Support the sovereign's vision, no need for your decision. And so
Why, hello. Whatever can I do you for? Outside.
now that we can boldly speak, say thoughts aloud, blissfully empty, da-da-do-da-day. Bumbling along, even if we've got nothing to say. We're off to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. Be thought and worry free, as one big family. We're off to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. We're off to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. Be thought and worry free, as one big family. We're off to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed.
Now let's admire these commendable comestibles.
Got a spark bug in your bonnet? Don't think. Drink. Tribute liqueur blankets the mind with soothing numbness you'll feel from lobe to lobe. And it only marginally impairs motor skills. Delegate operation of heavy machinery to automechs after imbibing.
Intriguing items engagingly described. What's up next? Now listen to this.
No finer victory beyond the vanquished foe. No greater luxury could any subject know than giving tenderly of body, blood, and bone to Arcadia, our nation's strongest stone. Gloria, Arcadia, our colony, our home, such comfortable plenty for each of us to own. Oh, Gloria, Arcadia, never be outshone. Our colony, Arcadia, our home. No worldly mystery compares to mystery known. Such opportunity for those who would atone. Perishing selflessly, without complaint or groan, for Arcadia, our nation's strongest throne. Gloria, Arcadia, our colony, our home, such comfortable plenty for each of us to own. Oh, Gloria, Arcadia, never be outshone. Our colony, Arcadia, our home. Defeat duplicity, cut the weeds that grow. In thought or deed, police seditious tone. Reporting is so neighborly, suspicion rightly sown. This paradise